All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We have another role featuring a white belt this time. So he's stronger than me, a little bit taller than me, but obviously he's not as skilled by the belt ranking here. So what I want to do to get a good role on my end and to challenge him as well is to not play my A game, but to challenge him a little bit. So I sit to guard right here, and what I'm going to do from the bottom just to work on my guard is to try to maintain 4 points of contact. When what I mean by 4 points of contact is both my hands are going to be occupying a sleeve or a pant grip or something like that, and both my legs will also be occupying homes in his hips or in a De La Hiva guard or a spider guard. So as you can see right here, I've got a home for all 4 of my limbs, and I'm just kind of cycling through those homes. I'm just basically trying to establish dominant grips, and what I want to do is work on having a difficult guard to pass. And sometimes it's not very easy to do that when you're rolling with black belts or upper level brown belts or even upper level purple belts, because they're playing their A game and the rolls are a lot more dynamic, so you don't have time to kind of figure out what your guard, how to make it more deadly in those type of open mat rolls. So here with the white belt, what I'm doing is working on my guard retention and just having a very difficult guard to play. And what I want him to do, or what I'm trying to give him the opportunity to do, is establish guard passing. So what he's doing right here is he's trying to strip those grips. He's trying to stop me from making homes with my feet in his hips, trying to stop me from grabbing his sleeve. And he's doing a good job of keeping his posture not too bent over. He steps out right here and he immediately negates the home that my foot had in his hip on my left side, but then he comes back in and I'm able to establish that position once again. So he's doing a good job of trying to figure out how to deal with my open guard. Again, I've got the 4 points of contact, and all I'm doing is cycling through those 4 points of contact to make my guard that much more dynamic to pass. Right here, he pulls me in too close and I'm able to get the double ankle sweep right there. So he was doing a good job of trying to figure out how to deal with the spider guard, but in doing that, he pulled me too close and I was able to grab both of his ankles that were pretty square and push into him and get the sweep right here. So now that I'm on top, I'm going to work on passing the guard, but I'm going to do so in a way that's going to give him a chance to figure out what's going on and try to set up a guard that can try to stop me from passing. So right here, he's got a good grip on my collar right here, but I'm going to, as soon as my legs are set up in the position that I want, I'm going to start stripping that grip. Again, this is something that I was talking with people on Reddit, and one guy, or brown belt, I do believe, pointed out that I need to start stripping that grip, and that's what I want to do right here. So right here, I'm starting to do an over-under pass and I back-step pass. I don't have the over-under grips, but I was able to get the back-step pass, and now I'm on his back, and I'm going to figure for my arms right here on his free arm, and I want to keep him on his side because I'm going to transition my left leg over his head, as you can see right here, right over his head right there, and I'm going to start setting up the north-south Kimura. So I'm going to pull up, up, and away and get the tap right there. So we're going to continue the round right here. I'm opening up those lapels because I always use them whenever I roll. It's just a good habit to get into opening up those lapels because you don't know when you're going to need them. So right here, what I'm doing is I'm working on getting the inside grip on his collar, and he's going to try to stop me from doing that. So what he's doing wrong right here, and why my grip is not breaking, is he's pulling against my sleeve, trying to pull my arm away from him, but all he's doing is moving the sleeve grip, the sleeve of my gi, and not actually my arm or my wrist. So what he needed to do was grab my wrist and pull that away instead of pulling on the sleeve. That's something you guys should be aware of. Pull that arm and wrist away instead of the sleeve, because the sleeve is going to move back and forth on my wrist. So right here, I'm able to come up on top, and he's trying to establish a grip, and I break that grip off. And what I want to do right here is fight for the inside. I'm trying to use my right arm and go under his arm, fight for the inside, make that elbow knee connection, grab the outside of his pant leg right here. I'm going to smash past everything to one side. Now what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to backstep pass right here, and then I'm going to start walking around the guard with an X passing motion with my arms. So that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to chain those passes together and get better at that. So right here, he's got a grip on my my lapel, but he leaves his neck exposed. So what I do is I grab a grip of that, and what I want to do is force his arm down and start sticking my foot in between his elbow and knee to start taking the back. What he does a good job of here of getting to a turtle position, and I'm too far forward, so I need to readjust so I don't fall off the back. And so I start to sit back, and he leaves his neck open again, so I grab it on the other side, pull him over, and now I'm starting to work on the lapels. But that is actually going to be the end of the roll. So ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the roll. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let's get straight into these takeaways. When you're dealing with a grip on the collar, make sure that you're actually addressing the grip on the collar. What he was doing was pulling the sleeve, and that was moving up and down my forearm, and it wasn't actually breaking the grip. What he should have done is grab the wrist and pulled that away from him. Other than that, he did a very good job of dealing with my 4 points of contact open guard. I wasn't really playing a specific type of guard. I was kind of cycling between collar sleeve and spider collar and variations of those. But as you can see in the freeze frame, he did a very good job of at one point stepping his feet away, pinning my foot. It's just that he didn't know what to do from there. Other than that, it was very, very fun, and I'm glad I was able to have a very annoying guard and try to see if he was going to be able to pass. So that is it for this one, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.